So Wayne has changed his role as a Joe Grind to pretty much a protector of Amber because I'm telling you right now, she needs a lot of protection when it comes to Anthony. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought we passed everything we've been through. We on something else. Huh?
And we have. But I get it. You're a comedian. Like you just free. You say what
Yeah.
you want, and
Uh-huh.
you really don't care about the consequences.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and I get that. I respect that as a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
But last time I checked, you, Rolanda, and me were in business together. Nobody else, right?
Yeah. I'm in business with other people, but
No, I get that. But our
Me?
business is our business.
yeah, for
Right.
sure.
So why would you tell Amber about us selling the theater?
Because you were still the one sitting down when Amber was doing business with her things that she was doing. Why were you asking about the song? You know what I mean? That's my question. So since as y'all are in business together, when it came to the music, you guys are not in business together. So why were you asking about questions from the song? That's my question. Since as you're this high and whatever it is, because that's where you lose me. I mean, I see Vanswell trying to stick up for this and saying, hey, sometimes man have to keep them business alone. They should. But the thing with Anthony is that Anthony wants to have his cake and eat it too. So what Anthony wants is he wants to know about Amber business, but he doesn't want Amber to know about his business. Now, what's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of him not wanting Amber to know about his business? Now, it could be that you want to hide some money. That's fine. But you're now going to have to take the repercussion of that, which is what? Which is that your business will be brought out there. And besides, isn't it Wayne's business? I mean, he can decide if he wants to relinquish information to Amber. He doesn't need to consult you on that. That's his business.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think that was like a big deal. I thought. Oh, so she ain't know.
No,
That's crazy.
no, she didn't.
Oh. All right. I get it. I was trying to figure out where this going at, but nah. I was just me. I was just talking, and then I was giving you a compliment. I was like, man, Aunt is on his stuff, business to sell the theater. So I was giving you props. I wasn't telling her.
And I appreciate that. But I like to keep things close to the vest, especially when it comes to making money in business. As long as I'm providing for my wife, that's all she needs to know about.
That's all she needs to know about, huh? But so in other words, whenever she doing business with Wayne, you don't need to know about that. Shady. The levels of shadiness that Anthony has been doing, the levels of backhandedness that Anthony has been doing is just uncanny. Where he's at in his lifetime right now is just disgusting. But you know what I mean? It's alright, don't worry. That's why I'm paying her 15,000 for that party.
She doesn't need to know about where my money comes from, how much money I have. She just needs to know that everything is getting taken care of. The bills get paid. She can do whatever she wants, but I really don't like people who aren't in my business in my business.
Well,
If that makes sense.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought her being your wife, I thought she was already in the business. I ain't, but no, just let me know the rules because, this situation, man, we all do business together in some kind of shape, form, and fashion, which I think is a blessing.
It is.
That don't-
It's interesting that, you know what I mean, like Wayne has been trying to be very, very clear with Anthony, and I've seen it. And some people try to call it petty, but he really has been trying to be very clear with Anthony. But it's interesting that the clearer Wayne tries to make it with Anthony is the more messier Anthony tries to make it as well. Don't you guys like realize the irony of it? Like the man who them call the cheater man, right? The man that they spoke about at this counseling session that was the problem, is now trying to make things very clear, very, very clear and in the open. But all of a sudden, that's a problem.
What we went through, we didn't let it get
And
away.
we're still here. And I appreciate that.
Yeah,
But
this high frequency, man. This a high frequency situation.
Yes.
We all still doing business together and didn't let our ego and emotions get in the way of that.
Absolutely,
But
'cause
I
it's
thought
about the business.
y'all was in business together with marriage, so I read that wrong. But I won't read it like that again, man.
it's fine.
Wayne, right? He thought that they were in business together in marriage because marriage is actually a business. Wayne is absolutely correct for how he's reading this. I thought too that there wasn't a business with marriage. Wayne is not just you. It's, all of us in the audience thought that Amber was in this business based on marriage with Anthony, but we realize now that she's not really in business with Anthony. You understand? As Anthony said, she can just use the money, but she can't control any part of the money. No, but at the same point in time, she needs to report any money that she's making on any other side. Do you see how that looks? Don't look good at all. May I tell you, it don't look good. But you know what? I'm glad Wayne probably is going to now sit down and start to consider what's happening here. Because I'm telling you, this boy just I don't know. It's terrible. Anthony's actions in the past few times have been terrible. Again, for Vanswell was asking me about this, and I said, Vanswell, if Anthony had not been trying to involve himself in Amber's business, you could have been right. You would have some amount of, you know what I mean, rightness in what you're saying that hey, maybe I need to keep it separate. You would be right, but guess what? That's not what he's been doing. He's been trying to mix up Amber's business in his business. So because he's been doing that, then of course she's going to have a right to ask about his business. And she's going to have a right to think that she needs to know about the business. Why wouldn't I? I would want to know that too. If you're starting to ask about my business, I'm going to need to know about your business. Or else, what is the sense of sharing business? But you know what? Me love this. We need to get on him case. Investigate the thing, Wayne, because right now, Anthony out of pocket. Anthony is definitely and truly out of pocket. Is Wayne incorrect to have released whatever information his business? Is Wayne incorrect for releasing his business to Anthony? Let me ask you that first. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and talk to y'all soon.